Gareth Southgate has confirmed that he will stay on as England manager to the end of his contract, which runs to the end of Euro 2024. He said he needed time to consider his next step after England's World Cup course final exit to France, but he said he wants to continue on. And for me, despite much debate, I think it's the right decision for him to take England into the next Euros after 3 pretty decent tournaments. When I thought it would be discussed in New York, I didn't think that would work, letting it hang for so long. I felt like it kind of needs to be done quickly, and it puts to bed and it allows everyone to focus on the next 18 months and moving on to Germany, where we can put in a proper succession plan. It kind of didn't feel right for him to be leaving, and also didn't feel either like he or the FI had got anything lined up. So for me, kind of in their tie, it just made sense for him to stay on. For me, England played well in tournament, played well against France, and probably were the best team on the night. And in football, sometimes you don't get what you deserve. And yeah, of course, everyone wants the scapegoat or blame, but for me, that didn't really exist. I thought everyone played well, and it's just one of those days which meant we couldn't quite get an over against France. So yeah, Southgate hasn't won a trophy as manager, but despite calls for him to be replaced, he has a proven track record of delivering silverware and solid performances. And yeah, I think you just have to look at the improvements as some players under the England team, and definitely better than what we were getting before, really. For me, I think Gareth Southgate, of course he's a nice guy, he comes across as a really nice guy, but for me the idea that he can't win a tournament and that he won't is, for me, nonsense. We've tried different routes, the foreign route, Semble, Ericsson, Fabio Capello, high profile coaches that maybe were better coaches, but Southgate, for me, he's done a lot better than them, really. And when you look at the likes of the players they had available to them, Rooney, Gerrard, Lampard, etc., maybe they should have done better. And yeah, it just proves to me that Southgate, although he hasn't quite won, he's done a very good job and just made everyone feel better about England. We're respected around the world now. Women's success, of course, in the Euros, youth team success. England have a really, really good platform to build on at the moment. And yeah, he wants to win more than everyone else. Don't be fooled by a nice guy persona. And yeah, he just seems to build a really nice culture in his England team. And yeah, for me, he's dealt with some of the big issues. So for me, I think, yeah, despite all of the calls for Southgate to go, really, when you look at it, is there any big replacement for him to take over? Personally, there wasn't. You could have had Potter, you could have had Howe, but they're going to really leave their club jobs. Because, yeah, there just isn't a massive pool. You could say, like Steve Cooper, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, those are the England coaches, but you don't know where they'll be in 18 months' time, really, for the next Euros. And Potter and Howe are really the only ones I would consider at the moment. And, yeah, they're both just doing well with the club team. So, for me, it just makes sense to work with Southgate and continue the good work they're doing. Because, realistically, I just can't see any top manager being brought out from their club. Really, so yeah, for me it makes sense to stick with Southgate, back him, and hopefully we can have more success at the tournament, and this time it actually results in us winning. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, notice what's going down below, follow and show for daily football news and subscribe to the channel coming out, would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.